So welcome to this review about the 14mm 2.5 Panasonic Micro Four Thirds pancake lens. Now I've owned it for about a month. I've used it on quite a few different projects. I think I'm in a good position to give you my honest opinion about the lens. I think it's fantastic value for money, and if you own a Micro Four Thirds camera like the GH4, it's definitely a lens you should think about purchasing. Let me just start off by saying that this review in no way is going to be a very technical, facts and figures, scientific type of review. It's purely based on my opinion of actually physically using the lens in a variety of different projects that I've done recently. Now, when I first picked up this lens, I was absolutely shocked by how small it was. I knew it was going to be a small lens, but I don't think I was prepared for how small it was. Which, to be honest, has worked out as a big advantage, because not only is it lightweight, especially if you're used to shooting on like 5D Mark IIIs with bigger lenses, it's a really nice refreshing change. Now the quality of the lens is good. Yep, it's made out of plastic in parts, but it feels substantial enough. And the focus ring is just nicely weighted, so when you pull in focus you can really feel what you're doing. Now, in terms of optical quality, it's a super sharp lens. The distortion is minimal, the vignetting is minimal. You can see from these test shots right here with the light background, vignetting is next to nothing. Yep, it's been shot at around about 5.6 to f8, and we're shooting in 1080p full HD at 96 frames per second. So the shutter speed is around about 120 if I can remember, maybe a little bit higher. The ISO is right down to 200, and hopefully you can see the quality of the actual image that's coming out of the camera. This is totally ungraded, this is totally not color corrected, and I've actually shot this using Cine Light D profile with the sharpness down to -3. So if you're looking at the quality of the footage and you're thinking, well, that looks quite good, remember this is before any kind of post editing has happened to the footage. There's no sharpening or anything like that. Now if you have a look at some of these clips of just the kids kind of playing around outside, you'll notice that first of all the image is more contrasty, and that's because I've actually shot this in the standard picture profile, where the sharpening and the contrast and the saturation is higher than it would be if you were shooting something like Cine Light D. So as far as I'm concerned, this footage does not need grading, it does not need color correcting. I've dialed the white balance in manually, and this is a really good example, hopefully you can see, of the footage straight out of the camera again with your standard picture profile applied, using the 14mm 2.5. Now most of these shots, if not all of them, have been shot wide open at 2.5, so you can see how sharp this lens is when it is wide open. Another real big bonus about this lens is just like how close you can get to a subject, which in turn will exaggerate the depth of field more. You can see some of these close-up shots of the boys, and the distortion, again, it's for a wide angle lens, it's fairly minimal. Now hopefully that has given you some information that could be useful for somebody out there. If it is, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to put a comment, I'd really appreciate that, and if you'd like to subscribe, that would be awesome. Until next time, I'll catch you later.